Hi, this is Shiva Rajaya from vitalcoaching.com, and today I want to tell you a few things about staying in good shape. One thing that you have to understand, which is really important, is that you have different training environments. The first training space that you can have is the gym, right? Fitness or a sports school or a place where you can go which is dedicated to training. A second environment that you have is outdoor. You have the forests, you have nature, you have the lakes where you can go and swim, the rivers, all that. Then you have the city environment, which is more roads, stairs, buildings, okay? And then you have an environment that people usually underuse, which is your own house, your own space, wherever you are staying, wherever you are living. And this is an environment which you can really use to your advantage. So there are a few rules or simple things that you can do to turn your own personal space into something that you can use for training and that is going to be ready to use all the time. The first thing to notice here is that I'm not in my own house. This is my mother's place. I'm visiting her for a few days. She's not around. And I transformed, her space into a gym, fitness space. And I'm not removing everything, but I'm just creating a little bit of space, and I will show you the tools that I'm using. First thing here, this is a really cool thing. So it is to do pull-ups, chin-ups, and you can do all sorts of exercises with that. So I'm just going to show you the way I do it and the exercise that you can do with that, right? So the first one is, of course, to, pull up. Here you have different possibilities for grips. You have wide grip as well. See, it's pretty cool. You can also do, this is for the abs. If you don't want to do the whole length, you can do with, bended legs. In terms of pull-ups, you can also do things which are more like, circles, things like that. So you see, it's pretty easy and fantastic to use. Something else that I have over here is one of those elastic extensions. So with this one, you can also do all sorts of things. You see that I attached it over here, and then you can start doing exercises that are in fact building, strength in your arms. So you can also have two of them, one on each side, and you have a whole variety of exercises that you can do just with this. Of course, you can attach this on anything that you want. This is very good for the triceps. You see, with just with this, I already have like a possibility to have half an hour to 45 minutes of training just by making repetitions and alternating the exercises. So very powerful. Second thing that you see I have here, a yoga mat. Why a yoga mat? Of course, a yoga mat is a fantastic tool. This is not standing too good, but you can, of course, practice all sorts of stretches, exercises, yoga poses. You can do, one leg squats. Tree pose. And you can do more dynamic movements. See, some type of moves, some karate moves. You can do dynamic breathing practices. Go into the fire breath. Do push-ups, of course. Stretches, more stretch. This is really good for the, for the legs. Extension. Some bridge poses. See a fantastic amount of possibilities if you are good at this. See that you have an infinity amount of things. This is a squat. Fantastic. As you can see, it's a whole variety of practices and exercises that you can make, which are really going to turn this space that I have here into exercise ready space. And again, no, this is not a fancy space. The style for the furniture is a bit old-fashioned. We have carpet on the floor, which is really not my favorite thing. Here is another one that I can show you over here. You see that I have a simple elastic on the ground right here. This one you can use it for really cool exercises that are going to strengthen your knees, your legs. You can do exercises which are along that line. See that this is a whole bunch of possibilities. You have as well this fantastic thing here, Swiss ball. You can do exercises that are going to really strengthen your back. So you know that this lower back area is really the place where many people get injuries. Too much sitting on chairs, too many hours at the office, too many hours in the car. So if you want to strengthen your back, is what you can do. Simply do that. You can do that on the ground, of course, directly. You can play with balance. My point is that once you start searching, you'll have tons of possibilities that come up. And the goal is simply to realize that your space here, your personal space, can be a training environment. And again, this is not in my house. I'm just visiting. I have a few tools here that I can use. So that I have a very nice little tool here, little scooter for, it's not electric one, but to when I'm in town, this is really good training for the legs as well. And then you have more things which are interesting, which are you see 3 levels of stairs. You can jump, run up and down, do jumps one step at a time, 2 steps at a time. If you do 3 stories high like I am here, and that's it, you have your very essential boost. Something else which is essential that most people underestimate is the fact that you don't need to do an hour training You know, you can have what I call energy breaks. So energy breaks, especially when you work from home, or you come back home maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 5 o'clock, you can do 15 minutes. You can do half an hour. You can do 5 minutes if you want. Once you have a bar like this one, just passing by and doing a few repetitions, you know, 5, 6 times, or you're watching TV, or you know, listening to some music, you can just go hang yourself on this bar and just start doing it. I can go jogging as well from here. The lake is not too far, so I go swimming as well. And I have a pair of skates, so I can go skating as well. I have my bike. So, I mean, you see, just with that, you already have enough possibilities to be training for hours. And I don't even have the gym. And this is not in the city, it's in a nature kind of environment. But the point is that you have no excuse, okay? No excuse. If you say, well, I don't have money to pay for the gym, or the gym is too far away, well, then turn your house into a gym. Turn it into a space which is ready for fitness. Something else that I do as well is that the clothes that I wear, you know, when I'm in the house, and also when I'm outdoor, very often when I take off, it's clothes which are comfortable for training already. I don't have to change, I don't have to take a shower right now, because I just did a little bit of activation. It's not like really sweating for an hour, you know, discipline training for 2 hours. I didn't go to the gym, I didn't have to move out. I just woke up a couple of hours ago and I'm just doing some relaxing exercises, sometimes pushing myself a little bit. But the point is that I can do that right here, right now. So simplify things, don't complicate them. There is no need to look for fancy, strange solutions. You just go to the local shop, you get some tools, some elastics, you know, a yoga mat, Swiss training ball, and that's it. You have all the gear that you need. And it's easy, it's cheap. You know, all the tools that I have here are the equivalent of maybe $200. The most expensive one is the little scooter there. But most of this gear is really within, it's accessible. We're not talking about rocket science, it's not complicated. So here is the tools. Here are the tools for today. What I encourage you to do is simply stop finding excuses. Stop giving yourself excuses not to do it, because you can do it right now. You know, if I had a bunch of kids running around, what's the problem? If I have to share the space with somebody else, it's no problem either. You know, you just put furniture a little bit to the side and that's it. You have a space which is being created. And so if you come to me and say, well, I cannot do it because, all your because are just reasons that you give yourself because you don't really want to make the effort, okay? This is what this is really about. There are no excuses. The fact that you don't have a specific type of gear, or, you know, the money, the space, the fact that you have an injury in the ankle, well, look at that. You have tons of other exercises that you can engage into. So whether you are, you know, 20 or 50 or 60 or 70, you can still move your body. You can still train yourself. You can still be healthy and stay healthy, okay? If you are too tired to even make a move, then look at other videos from me where I give you energy techniques, simple things that you can do to boost your energy. But even when you say, you know, I'm too tired, this is just another excuse. You can start with something simple. Lay on the ground, do some dynamic breathing techniques. This is as simple as that. You start moving, and once you start moving the energy from a very simple step, you will notice that the energy comes up, and then it boosts your serotonin. You feel happier, and then suddenly you realize that you have all this new, fresh energy flowing through your system. So my advice, simple for today, no excuse. Use your personal environment, what is right there in front of you. Take care, bye-bye.